Okay, so I'm here, I open the chapter, and then this is the EXM03, right? I believe, right? This is the bill. So what is this? The bill. Okay? This is the bill. Now, how many people we have? So these are the bills, right? 200 people, right? Now, since we are recording the session, so we can repeat all the commands. So what we'll do, we'll help you out in terms of how to best use Excel to find out the information, I mean the best use of Excel, so that you have to use always the Excel to do the work. So you don't have to count. For example, one way of me that I start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But what I'm going to do that I can write it here. Look here, I'm going to write it like this: total number of observation. So how can I know the total number of observation in here? I need to count these numbers, right? One way is that I start counting them, right? For example, 1, 2, 3. By the way, I can count all the way down because I know the first one is the label. So it's 2001, so how many observation? 200, right? So this is the way I wrote it, 200. But can I use Excel to count this? Is there any possibility I can use Excel to count this? See, this is the possibility. You just go there, write equal sign, and you write it here C. The moment you write C, it will show you certain commands which start with C. Okay? And then if you write O, and then U and T count, so this is the count. This is the count command, which does what? If the cell is not empty, meaning that if the cell has a number, any number, it will count. So for example, these cells do have numbers, right? So I go to the bottom and say them, and then I go up, right? You can go up, and then I can say enter, and it counts. See, the count and my count, the count which I use by command, which is this one, and the count I do it manually, are the same, right? Clear? Okay. And then next step, what should I do? What should I do? One more thing that you have to do it here. Let us stop for a while and then we discuss one thing that we have to. Is this? You have a bill, right? You select this. You select this, right? And you make a copy of that. You make a copy of this, right? Just to do not bother with the first column. Now this is your column, right? I can go there, right? I can click all the column. This is what I did. Click all the column. Do you see that sort? Do you see that sort? You go there and you can sort, say, smallest to largest, and so this is the smallest to largest selection. What do you see it here? Actually, Control Z here. Right. Select. So this is the select. It didn't bother the others. So this is how you can do it. Otherwise, it will sort the whole sheet. We have recorded so you can see it. Now, what do you find from here? There are some people who are not paying any bills, right? There are some people who are paying $1 bill, 1.47 bill, $2 bill, $5 bills, and then $9 bill, $10 bill, $20 bills, and the maximum goes up to 119. So what is the minimum? If you want to ask, what is the minimum in this case? Minimum is 0, right? So I can write it here. The minimum is 0. and the maximum is 119. So this is the observation that I can find from here. 119.63, right? So what can be done next after this? We'll look into here. Okay, this was our data that we have. Now we go to Excel, and as I told you that if you want to bring any information, you can do what? You can open a text box, you can bring this information, right? So I brought this information. This is the easiest way of bringing a text information into Excel. So that's there. Okay. Now how to build the classes? Can I build my classes? So first step is to classes, right? What classes we have? Less than or equal to 50. Very good. Okay. And then next step, more than but less than or equal to 30. Now look at here, 30 will not come. So in this case we will say this here more than 30. So it's not 30 but more than 30. And you can, but I'm writing for many people may not understand the sign. That's why I'm writing in Word. You can write with the sign. Yes. Actually it's better to write by sign. And then what we're gonna say in here? More than 30 but less than or equal to. Now since the numbers are the same, so what I do, I copy these and then I create my life easy. See, this is how I make my life easy. So I go there and this should be more than 45, right? Huh? And less than 60. Okay, and then in here more than 60 and then equals to 75. And then I say it here more than 75, right? And equals to and then okay, next Control C and then I go there. This is how you can keep consistency. So 90 and then you have it here okay. Is this clear so far what I did? Basically I created the, you can write it here, this 71. So in this case, what is the frequency? 71, right? Okay, how did I know this? First of all, I sort them and then I go to all the numbers which are up to 15, not more than 15. So these are the numbers, right? Now once I select them, so go look at your right side of the Excel file. What do you see it here? Count. How much is the count? 71. So this is 70. Now next step, it says that more than 15, less than or equals to 30, right? So in this case, more than 15, less than or equals to 30. So this is up to here, less than or equals to 30. These are the numbers, right? So what I do again, I go there, mark them as a different color. Actually I should fill this as a different color. So this is the next bar which I have. How much is that? Again, can I look at this? How much it is? 37. So in this case, I'll go there and say to this as 37. Now, next. 32 more than 30 and equals to 45, right? More than 30 and up to 45, right? So this is up to 45, right? Because this is more than 45, so you'll not include this. So you'll only include this. So this number is, if you wanted to say, this bar is, say, this guy, right? How much is the count? 13, right? So what we're going to say, it is how much? 13. Now next step. What we are looking for? More than 30, but less than? More than 60? Sorry, more than 45, but less than equals to 60. So more than 45. So this comes as more than 45, right? 44.45.47, but less than 60. So you have to go up to here, right? Because the next number is more than 60.
We count 45. They say more than.
More than 45, right?
We count.
So 45.77 is more than 45. See, 45, 45.00. 45.77 is more than 45. This is the reason. Okay? Now we can highlight this as, and we can say that this number is, okay? So how much is the count? 9. Okay. What about the next 60 and 75? 60 and? So more than 60, which is this, and up to 75. So look at here. Who falls in here? This one, right? Why? Because 75.49 is more than 75. So the category is up to 75, including 75. But 75.49 is more than 75. So we do what? We will do and make it different color. So how much is the count? 10. Count is 10, right? Count is 10. So what we do, we say it here, count is 10. We can put it, the count as 10. Okay. Now next step, 75 to 90. 75 to 90. So this is up to here. Look at here, how do I include the 90? See, these are all less than 90, up to 90, but this guy is not. Why? Because it's more than 90. 90.04, which is more than 90, right? Because 90 meaning 90.00. So this is the count for the other one, and I can say it here, this is the guy, right? How much is the count? 18, right? So I go there and say to myself, this is 18. Okay, next. More than 90 and less than equals to 105, right? More than 90. So I go there, this is more than 90 and 105, right? So this is up to 105, right? So 105 comes up to here. Because next number is 106. So we say it here and say that this is the guy. How much is the count? 28, right? So we can look into this and say it is 28. Now, last column now. 105 to 120, right? So we go there, 105 to 120, which is all numbers, right? And I can color them by different colors, whatever you like. And then the count is how much? 40. So I can write it here, there's 40. So my histogram is complete. So I can do what? I can little bit fancy them. Suppose I can put this color like this, and I can put some other things such as this or whatever. And then I can say that these are my charts, right? Okay. Now, the value comes from here. I select them. The graph is this. The histogram, when someone says, that means this. You make the classes like this, and you just go there and say plot, and this is what you do. Now here things that happen that because of excessive writing that we did in here, it comes to be that the numbers are a little bit, so what you can do, you can also stretch it so that the numbers can become more readable, right? So what I do, I basically try to create the stretch as much as possible so that I can see. Usually it doesn't happen. I did it on purpose to write in detail that what is the each class. Usually the classes are made it small. Okay, made it small. And there is a way you can make it small. For example, if I want to do the similar analysis, what I am going to do, if I were you, I wrote it in detail, but if I were you, I would write something like this. So keep my things. So for example, I can say it as 0 to 15, okay? And then from 16 to 30, and then 31 to 45, and then 46 to 60, and then I can say from 61 to 75, right? So 61 to 75, okay, and then 76 to 90, and from 91 to 105, right? And then from 106 to 120. So this is, and if I plot this time you're going to see that there's a significant difference that you can find from here. The same graph I'm doing, I go there, insert, it's a graph, and you can see the chart is now very much in the order. Okay? So I stop the recording.